Hey guys, I'm just Jershin and welcome back to Season 3 of PokeMarch Madness. We are getting extremely close to the end of Season 3. We have 3 brackets left. Do you see my finger not really want to cooperate with me there? We've got 3 brackets left to wind down Season 3 of PokeMarch Madness, the theme of which, of course, has been characters. I've already spoiled one of them. We have Elite 4 trainers coming up, which I'm going to have to do a little bit of studying for if I want to succeed in that one. So we're gonna have to cram for that one a little bit. We have done, oh goodness, moms, villains, evil teams, professors, starting characters, rivals. Moms? Did I say moms? Did I say moms twice? Fitting. Last time we did side characters, which was kind of just a big mishmash of characters that didn't really have a whole lot in common other than the fact that they existed in the games and they felt important enough to include, but didn't really fit into any of the other categories. And today's bracket is going to be very similar. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bam. Today's bracket is Pokemon Legends Arceus characters, the most recent Pokemon game to come out that I put an ungodly amount of hours into in a very short period of time. We are going to be ranking every character in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Now, it felt right to give this game its own bracket because there are so many unique characters that show up, and some of them, like I said, Professor Laventon did make an appearance over in the Professor's bracket, but most of them didn't really fit into any category, so we thought, let's just do them all. Every single character from Pokemon Legends Arceus, boom, 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 it's a big bracket. Every single character, single bracket. By the time we get done today, I will tell you who the best character in Pokemon Legends Arceus is. We've been trying to be more objective this year. This will not be an objective bracket. Why? Because these characters are too different. Some of them you talk to a single time and I probably would not remember their name unless it popped up on this screen, which it does. And some of them are following you throughout the entire journey. So it's kind of like the side characters. There's too big a breadth of involvement between some of these characters. So I'm not going to get too far in the rabbit hole of trying to find a cosmic thread that ties these characters together. The thread is that they're in the same game, and I will be judging them based off of when you appear on the screen, do I feel my fist clench up like the Arthur meme, or do I get a little bit of a smile on my face? That's what we'll be judging today's characters based off of. Okay, Akari, your female companion if you choose the male starting character, gets a bye. Congratulations. Next we have Benny. I thought that said Benj, and I was like, I don't think his name is Benj. Next we have Benny. Small spoiler alert here. He is in his ninja form here. We have Benny and Melly. This is an easy Benny because basically the Arthur meme. Why did I do Trump hands? I don't know. Basically, the Arthur balling up my fist meme every time the character pops on the screen is reserved specifically for this character, Melly right here. Every time they appear on the screen, I consider driving my copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus back up to Target and to get my $60 back. On the other hand, Benny is awesome. He is, in theory, the ancestor of Wally. Not 100% sure. He has green hair. That's about the only combining category I have. Most of the people in Pokemon Legends Arceus are... Yo, I have an ad. Hold on, look at this. There's an ad for Pokemon Legends Arceus on the side. How did they know? Most of the characters in this game are ancestors of characters that we meet in other games later down the road. Except for, like, Ingo, who is just the character we meet later down the road, who got sucked into a space-time vortex like we did. But most of them are ancestors. If I know their ancestor, that's gonna give you a little bit of bonus points, because the connection's really cool. Benny is awesome. He is, throughout most of the game, he is not a ninja. Instead, he is a nice old man who makes you delicious potato mochi, which made me so hungry, even though the graphics looked like N64 graphics. The potato mochi looked so good that I learned the recipe and made some of my own, and I am happy to report it is in fact delicious, even when I botched it 3 straight times. Still delicious. So the potato mochi man, gonna get a pass for me. Next we have Mai versus Paulina. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm trying to make them larger so that I can see who Paulina is. Oh, Paulina is the Team Pearl member who's secretly in love with Iskin, the Diamond Clan member, but they have like a Romeo and Juliet forbidden love we can never be kind of thing. She was kind of lame in my personal opinion, whereas Mai, on the other hand, she is a member of the Diamond Clan, which I personally preferred the characters, besides Melly. I personally preferred most of the characters of the Diamond Clan to the characters of the Pearl Clan. So, just in the battle here of Pearl versus Diamond, I'm going to give it to her. Arida, the leader of the Pearl Clan, is going to get a bye. Kagita is going to get a bye. We have Garrick versus Ginter. Ginter is a member of the... I don't remember the name of the expedition team. He basically... he's a shop owner in Jubilife Village. He sells things to you. Namely, he sells evolution items, and he also sells the appliances that if you catch a Rotom, you can use to turn your Rotom into different things. Which is going to take some points away from him, because it's completely random which things he sells you. And I desperately needed a water type on my Pokemon Legends Arceus team, and I decided that Rotom Wash would be a fun water type to go with, because I'd never used one before. And this man hates selling washing machines, I'll tell you what. I bought a refrigerator, I bought a fan, I bought a lawnmower. He sold everything except for washing machines. It took me like resetting 10,000 times, leaving Jubilife, coming back, leaving Jubilife, coming back, for him to finally sell it to me. I kind of hate him for that. I don't even like Garrick very much as a character. I'm going to give it to him over Ginter. Arzu gets a bye, and Silene gets a bye. Ray gets a bye. Ingo gets a bye. Professor Laventon versus Iskin. Now, I told you in my Professor's bracket how much I hate Professor Laventon. I don't know if it's just his stupid puffy hat or what it is necessarily about him. Something just... I can feel the fist ball up ever so slightly when I see him on the screen. And I think Iskin's kind of adorable. He saved Paulina from drowning or something like that. If I remember, I've only played through the game one time, which will be more than Yeetus and NSL have played through it. There are links in the description, by the way. They'll be doing this bracket as well. It should be a very good time watching them do this bracket, having zero interaction with the characters. That should be great. So if my memory's a little fuzzy, it's because I've only played through one time, but I believe he saved Paulina from drowning, and now she's like eternally loyal to him, and he's like, oh, awkward shy girl like me. I actually really like him for that. Adamant is the leader of the Diamond Clan. He gets a bye. Volo versus Leon. Now Leon is like the very first trial captain guy that you meet. He is part of the Pearl Clan. He is, I believe, Clay's ancestor, the ground-type gym leader from Gen 5, as evidenced by the cowboy hat, and I kind of want to punch him every time I see him. Volo, on the other hand, spoiler alert, follows you on your journey through the entire thing. It isn't until the end of the game that he reveals his true form, his true goals. He wants to be the one to meet Arceus, the god, and he's willing to do whatever it takes to do so, even summoning Giratina, which he does, and you fight at the end in one of the most ridiculous, unfair, difficult battles in the history of Pokemon. Fittingly, he is Cynthia's ancestor, and when that piano music starts to play when you face him, look, just being Cynthia's ancestor, I know technically he did do that, because my man, you know what I'm saying? He did do that to make Cynthia eventually a person somewhere down the road. Now, does he get to... Just because I love Cynthia so much, she did win the Champions bracket. Is that going to give him some extra kudos? Yes. Yes, it is. Congratulations. You've got some great DNA. Kalaba got a little plant on her back. Congratulations. Next, we have Sabi versus Zissou. Zissou runs the fighting dojo in Legends Arceus in Jubilife Town. Sabi... You have to play a very annoying game of Fetch with in order to get Hisuian Braviary. The game of Fetch is annoying, but you do interact with her more often. I think she's Cheryl's ancestor. Cheryl from Eterna Forest in Diamond and Pearl, if I remember correctly. And she does give you Hisuian Braviary, which is one of my favorite Pokemon that they added in Legends Arceus. So Sabi is going to win here. And of course, Commander Kamado is going to get a bye. Fantastic. We have Akari versus Benny. Akari is kind of your rival, so to speak. You fight a couple of times. Mostly she helps you in the tutorial. She helps you get into the guild. She's kind of a loser. No offense, Akari. You get dropped onto the beach, and she's like, you'll never join the guild. You can't possibly pass these impossible trials. And the trials are catch a Bidoof, catch a Shinx, and catch a Starly. And she is absolutely flabbergasted when you manage to pull it off successfully. She got no skills, but that's okay. She eats potato mochi with you sometimes. And the character design is really good. But who's making the potato mochi? It's my ninja man, Benny. He is going to survive. Next, we have Mai versus Irida. I don't know who either of these two's ancestors is. Do I have the slightest of crushes on either one of them? No, they're pixels, so that would be quite silly of me, so that's not true. However, we have a Diamond Clan member and a Pearl Clan member. I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember as much about Mai. I can't even remember where you meet her in the storyline. Whereas Irida, even though she is in the Pearl Clan and I like the Diamond Clan better, she is the leader of the Pearl Clan. A little bit more significance to the story. Given the choice at the end, I did end up following the Diamond Clan instead of the Pearl Clan. So I ended up mostly interacting with Adamant way more than I interacted with Irida. But I'm still going to give it to her nonetheless. Congrats, you are the leader of an entire clan. That's pretty cool. This is the easiest. I still don't know how to pronounce her name. Kohita? Kagita? Whatever her name is. She is super suave and mysterious. She helps you track down the three, what do you call them? Legendary weather trio, whatever you want to call them. Landorus, Thundurus, Tornadus, and the new fourth form, Enamorus, of course. She helps you in the end game when you get kicked out of Jubilee Village by this jerk Kamado right here, because he thinks you're breaking the universe. She takes you in with Volo's help. Her and Volo, look, it's not confirmed. These are all just theories. Okay, we know Volo is Cynthia's ancestor because the Cynthia music plays, and he just straight up copied her team. If you just look based on design, you gotta think that Kagita? You gotta think that she looks aesthetically very similar to Cynthia. Dressed in all black, very fancy, elegant. Now, I'm not saying that these two, my man, but I am saying that if they did to someday create Cynthia, you gotta bottle up this DNA because these are two wonderfully powerful human beings. She's just very interesting. She shows up at an interesting time in the plotline. She just like lives outside of all civilization in a little tea house by herself. She's filled with mystery and intrigue. Next we have Aruzu and Silene, two potential future Team Galactic ancestors. We have Aruzu, who I believe is the ancestor of Mars, hence the red hair. She eventually becomes the snip hair stylist apprentice in Jubilee Village. And of course we have Silene, who is the great grandmother of Cyrus, who ends up leading Team Galactic. Now, the flip here is that while Silene does have that same stoic, kind of uncaring, scary demeanor and face lack of emotion, just like Cyrus, she's actually a good person deep down, and when you get kicked out of the village, she sends you supplies and things to keep you alive and to make sure that you're okay. She actually genuinely cares about you, and I like that twist. There's a couple twists like that where you've got characters whose ancestors act one way, and they act a completely different. Like Volo, Cynthia is a great person, good person. Volo's the big bad guy. Silene is kind of, not mean, but harsh, but is truly a nice person deep down. Ends up giving birth to a man who wants to destroy the entire universe. I like that they show that, you know, we're not just evil forever. They were a good person. I'm going to give it to Silene here, even though I have a little also crush on Aruzu, just a teeny tiny bit, and I do not have one on Silene whatsoever. The Cyrus connection gets a lot of bonus points for me. Next, we have Ray versus Ingo. I'll be honest, I'd completely forgotten that Ingo existed. He is one of the twin Subway brothers from Gen 5. I kind of forgot about the Battle Subway mechanic completely until he plopped down right in front of me in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I was like, why does this guy look familiar? And then you go to Google and you do some research and you go, oh, that's kind of cool. So he's not even an ancestor, he's just the actual guy that got sucked through a space-time wormhole. That's pretty cool. Ray, I didn't really interact with because I picked the male character, and then you can customize to look like whatever you want. So if you pick the female character, you get to interact with Ray. I think his design's pretty sick. I like how both of them took just Lucas and Dawn's. Obviously, it's their ancestors. They just took Lucas and Dawn's characters and made them look more feudal with the scarf, and they've got the kimonos and the cool sandals. It's a nice touch. I never interacted with you, so I'm going to give this to Ingo. Next, we have Iskon versus Adamant. Look, I'm going to give it to my man, Adamant, the leader of the Diamond Clan. Very cool. He's got like this bandage arm. You can see it a little bit here in the image. I'm not saying that I'm growing my hair out purely to cosplay as this man someday, because I could never have, what do you call this bone structure right here? Collarbone? I could never have a collarbone as beautiful as that. He's a cool looking dude though. Character design wise, knocked out of the park. He's got a lot of really cool, interesting stuff. His garb, his hair, the man bun ponytail. A little bit of a man crush. Maybe just a slight one. And I like the Diamond Clan better. I stand for his principles. Time. Woo! Time! I love time, baby. Okay, Volo wins easy. Kalaba she kind of looks like that lady from Animal Crossing who sells the turnips. She's just got her big leaf on her back, and I don't really know why. Volo is Cynthia's ancestor, and the battle at the end of the game is the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life, so you win. Sabi did give me a Hisuian Braviary, but Kamado is Professor Rowan's ancestor, so that's very cool. He is also, ironically, not a professor. He is instead the commander, the leader of the Galaxy Expedition team. He is way more harsh. He's maybe not evil deep down, but he is way more evil than Silene is. He is the one who banishes you towards the end of the game when he starts to think that maybe you're being there. He's got a little bit of xenophobia deep down, which is a little scary, to the point where he banishes you from the village, and then when you he goes to try to kill Dialga/Palkia, donned in a full suit of knight's armor. He's a little crazy, but you do interact with him a lot, and he's kind of funny, so I'm going to give it to Kamado. Next, we have Benny and Irida. I'm going to give it to my ninja boy. The potato mochi is so good. I love the twist at the end. It's set. So Benny is Kamado's henchman, which is why he turns into a ninja at the end to try to murder you instead of cooking you delicious potato mochi. But then you beat him, and he goes, all right, I'll go make you some potato mochi. He's still a good guy. He's just following orders. And I really like the character design. And I'm pretty sure he's Wally's ancestor, and I really like Wally. Silene versus Kohita. I'm going to keep bringing the character forth whose name I can't pronounce because I like to torture myself, apparently. It's probably Cynthia's ancestor. She's goth mommy, and she's very interesting. Ingo versus Adamant. We're giving it to Adamant. I'm basically just putting all the hot characters forward. So sorry. So with that trend, we're going to put Volo forward. We have two. This should tell you how great a character Cynthia is. 2 of the 4 finalists in this bracket are Cynthia's ancestors. What a power couple. Am I gonna bring the power couple to the very finish to potentially compete for the title of greatest character in Legends Arceus? No, I'm not, because I love Benny the Ninja Boy so much. I think he's a great character. He really is not important to the plot line whatsoever. She is way more interesting, to be honest with you. He just makes you potato mochi and is a generally nice guy with a cute mustache. I still like him, though. I am going to give this one to Volo, between Volo and Adamant. I like both of them quite a bit. But the reveal at the end, Volo, that battle, as close as I was to smashing my desk as Giratina switched into Origin form and healed itself completely as I was on 1 Pokemon left, and then I had to do the entire thing over again. Because he got to attack twice for some reason, because I don't want to... Okay, sorry, I'm not going to complain. As much as I wanted to smash my desk during that battle, you can't deny it's like one of the coolest... When the piano starts playing and when the Giratina comes back to life, 2 of like the coolest cinematic moments in Pokemon history. And they're all centered around this man right here. And therefore, I'm going to give him the title. This is a pretty easy choice, actually. He's the coolest, most interesting character in the entirety of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Congratulations, Volo, the true villain, one of the scariest villains that Pokemon has given us since like Gen 5. So, big kudos, big congratulations, and that's the end of this bracket. Do you agree, do you disagree? Let me know in the comments down below. I'll also have a link to this bracket in the description below. You can fill it out yourself. You can tweet it to me at JustJershin, or you can send it to me in the community Discord, which as always will be linked in the description below. And Asil and Yeetus will be doing their version of this as well, so go make sure to check them out. 2 more brackets left. Get excited. I gotta get working because I'm running out of days. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to show some support down below. Liking, commenting, subscribing helps out a great deal. Share with your grandmother as always. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys next time.